Hi Virgos, hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Happy birthday, guys. Let me know in the comments if it's your birthday this week. Maybe you'll find your birthday twin and wish you guys all the best. Hopefully this season has been treating you well and will continue to blossom and be well for you guys. So we're going to be covering a little bit of health, career, work, finances, and love, romance, dating, or relationships. You can listen for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. All in combination may make better sense, or one or the other could resonate more with you. I'll also have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards as a part 2 and continuation after you watch this, where we'll dive in deeper and go into where the overall energy is at with you and this person, or where they're at and what are they thinking about when it comes to you, how do they really feel about you in the heart and soul, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, what their next action move will be towards you, and then your advice at the end. So if you're interested in that, you can click the link below right after you're done watching. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, TikTok, second YouTube channel, everything's linked below, and my poetry book available on Amazon is also linked below. All right, so let's get into the astro transits for this week and what's going on. All right, so on the 13th this week, we have two asteroids, Pallas and Vesta. Pallas is moving into Libra and Vesta is moving into Cancer. So this week may feel like we're kind of trying to fight more for our relationships because we're devoted to like those we loved. We're actually trying maybe to make it work, or like wanting to resolve problems, and maybe that is something that has already kind of started to happen since the week before. Then on the 14th, we have a Virgo new moon at 21 degrees. So of course the mutable signs may kind of really feel this a little bit more, although with new moons it's not as like strong because it's like new energy. But with this Virgo new moon, I feel like we're gonna have new goals we're striving for, especially when it comes to our schedules, our routines, our habits, things physically, maybe with our health, maybe with money, finances, career, or we could even have new health concerns or new worries, really, right? Because Virgos tend to think a lot, overanalyze. But I feel like it's like we're thinking of new goals, we want new things, or we're trying to find new methods of doing things, or a new schedule to work into our already maybe schedule, or our everyday life. Okay, but this is a good day to try to manifest. Think of practical ways to do things that maybe suit your lifestyle or make things a little bit easier, more efficient, all things earth related. And then on the 15th, we have another asteroid series moving into Scorpio. So this may make us feel like more protective over our like deepest, darkest secrets, and like anything that, we're very emotionally intensely connected to. And then on the same day, on the 15th, we have Mercury in Virgo that's going to finally go direct. So yes, this will be the end of the retrograde in Mercury, at least. So we'll probably be able to think and communicate a little more clearly and practically from this point on. So that is good news. We're going to be ending off the week probably on a good note. So if you're interested, let's get started. Let's start with health for all my Virgos. All right, so let's see, for all my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, what's going on this week? This is September 11th to the 17th for all my Virgos. What's going on when it comes to their health? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all the above, or one or the other for my Virgos, please. All right, Virgos, so you guys got the Empress in reverse. So Venus representing Pisces, Libra, Taurus. Maybe some of you have Taurus, Libra, Pisces somewhere in your chart, or you're dealing with a Pisces, Taurus, Libra, or one of those signs or those energies are helping you, or you're dealing with when it comes to your health. Okay, so I feel like here some of you may be having, if you're a female, you may be having some issues with like your hormones, with fertility, or maybe trying to get pregnant, and maybe you're it's a little bit difficult for you. I do see there could have been some miscarriage here. I'm really sorry if that's the case. That's probably not the best kind of news. Or in a more broad general level, I feel like here that a lot of you maybe are feeling like physically not appealing, or like you're not feeling confident in your own skin. Maybe you feel like you're not attractive enough, or you need to amplify your beauty regimen or something, or this week you're feeling off. It could just be that, like this week you're feeling off, you're like, you don't feel cute, you don't feel pretty, you're like, oh, my hair sucks, my makeup sucks this week. Like I'm not wearing any eye makeup or lashes or anything because my eye was acting a little sus, so I was like, you know what, let me just play it safe and just skip the lashes, skip the eyeliner. So you know, we're gonna have weeks when we're not feeling our best, and we think we don't look our best, but really it's just in our own heads, you know. No one is ever really judging us as much as we judge ourselves. So don't be too hard on yourself. If you feel like you are not feeling good in your own skin this week, or you're like, oh, I just look ugly, like every outfit that I'm wearing just doesn't look right on me, it really could just be the energy right now that you're dealing with. Or maybe you're bloated, or maybe, you know, you're something and it's throwing your whole energy off. So don't be too hard on yourself if you're not feeling as pretty, as beautiful, as attractive. Or maybe you're dealing with some kind of health concern that's like making you look this way, or and it's not really your fault. So that is just something to keep in mind, okay? But again, like we're all gonna have weeks, we're all gonna have days when we're not feeling our best. So don't take this and like run with it and be like, oh, I'm just this and this and this. Like, do your best to make you feel good and confident in your own skin, with or without these things, products, or whatever that you're used to, okay? All right, I'm also getting like, let's say maybe you have to wear a cast, or you have to wear braces or something, and you think that because of this you're not attractive, or because I have this or this thing I don't look pretty, or nonsense. Don't think that way, okay? You just remix it, you make it work for you. All right, let's see. What's going on when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances? All right, so we got the King of Pentacles. All right, so good news when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances. Like, you're feeling very in control. You got everything kind of like handled. It seems like you're making the right decisions. You're acting in a logical, practical way, and it feels like maybe you're in a position or gaining more leadership or authority. It feels like you're in control, you're in authority of your life, and at least when it comes to your work, school, finances, projects, whatever you have going on for you. Maybe you're working with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's older than you, or maybe has a lot of skill set, talents, experience, and that is helping you. Either way, I feel like whatever you're working on this week, you got the right headspace for it. Again, we do have Mercury and Virgo going direct later this week, so that may be helping you. You're like, oh, finally, okay, I can work on what I need to work on. As long as you're being practical, logical, you're taking action, you're not procrastinating, it looks like everything's going to be working out pretty smoothly. I'm not saying everything's going to work out, but it looks like you have everything under control, and your money's looking good, or it's going to start to flow, or it's going to start to feel like the process, the schedule, everything is like looking sharper, finally coming together. But it looks like you're doing really well, so I would say just keep up the good work. Really nothing crazy that you need to focus on or be aware of, okay? All right, I guess just like make sure you keep you together. Make sure you keep doing what you're doing, and not second guess yourself too much. Let's see what's going on when it comes to your love, romance, dating, or relationships. Okay, and then for this other person, please. Okay, so Virgos, on your side here, we have the two of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Wands. So some of you may have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, and maybe dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. On this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all of the above. We have the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, and the Tower. So as far as who you could be dealing with, it could be another Virgo like yourself, a Scorpio, okay, or maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign like I always say to you guys, but I like to point out the ones that I see that are like, you know, very obvious. Okay, so what is going on here? I feel like you're making a decision to end a connection, or you're cutting something off, you're letting go of someone or something that you had an emotional connection to because of something maybe you find out, something you realize, something you see, you hear. I think it's communication. Either it's something you read, or you heard, or you saw. that made you realize something. And I think here someone has not been honest with you, or you realize that this person has been lying to you or lied to you about something, maybe was not completely transparent, was stabbing you in the back, or cheated, or did something that you're not okay with and they know was wrong to do. And instead of being maybe open and honest about it, they went to go hide, or they just been kind of MIA and not been saying too much. Or maybe they think you weren't going to find out, or you weren't going to know, okay? And everything's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. And I think when they find out that or that they've been exposed, their whole world is going to collapse. And emotionally, they're already kind of chaos. It's full of chaos. Emotionally, they're chaotic right now at this time. So a relationship, a connection you have with someone here, it seems like it's going to be falling apart. But even before maybe the lie or whatever you find out or this get discovered, you are already feeling kind of shaky. You're like, I don't know, something is kind of off here, or I'm not fully convinced. You weren't fully convinced about something. And now emotionally, you're going to decide to end this or cut them off, or just not talk to them anymore. But you're mad. You're very angry because maybe there's other people involved, or there were other people that knew you and knew them and knew but didn't tell you, or maybe just didn't want to get involved. But you're very upset, you're mad, and you maybe will express it, or you'll let it out, or you might kind of cuss them out before you cut them out of your life. I don't know, but you're gonna be very pissed off because of more so just the disrespect, and make someone thinking they can get away with something, or looking at you like a fool. You're not going to be in good spirits about that. But I feel like what you're feeling is going to be validated. You have every right to be upset. You have every right to cut this person out or just tell them off. But emotionally, even if you don't exactly cut them out of your life, you're never going to feel the same about them again. That's what it feels like, because it's something that unforgivable, or that is not allowed. You would never even think of doing to the other person. So this week it looks like, there's going to be either communication or miscommunication, or what you hear, what you see, you're not gonna maybe discover some negative news about someone here who's been lying or not been truthful or honest. Something gets exposed, they go hide instead of being, instead of trying to admit their fault, they go run and hide and don't think that maybe they'll forget or they won't find out. So they acted like a coward instead of stepping up and be like, you know what, I did, I'm sorry, So that probably pisses you off even more. And then emotionally, you blow up, you get really pissed off, and it falls apart. That's what it seems like, because of their dishonesty or lack of being able to open up and just be real. Okay, so let's continue this on in the extended reading to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action will be towards you, and then your advice at the end. All right, we'll continue this on in the extended and see what's going on, unravel maybe some truths, or some more information could come up. So if you're interested in that, link to the extended will be below. I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you for your next reading. Take care. Bye.